Sunset Riders, the musical, a lighthearted parody. Act 1, Welcome to the Wild West. Curtain opens to a bustling frontier town set, with cowboys and townsfolk singing and dancing. Enter the four Sunset Riders, Steve, Billy, Bob, and Cormano, dressed in bright, exaggerated cowboy outfits. They twirl their guns and tip their hats. Steve, singing in a western twang. Out in the west where the buffalo roam. We're shootin' bad guys, call this place home. With pistols a-blazin', we ride with style. Huntin' bounties mile after mile. Townsfolk chorus. The Sunset Riders, they can't be beat. Quick on their feet, they never retreat. They're tucking out baddies, one by one. In this Wild West, they're second to none. Cue a comical gunfight with cartoonish sound effects. The riders take down a group of generic outlaws while dancing, with each outlaw dramatically overacting their falls. Act 2, Billy's Ballad of Love. Scene changes to a saloon, where the riders relax after a long day of bounty hunting. Billy catches the eye of a saloon girl, and the spotlight shines on him as he serenades her with exaggerated romance. Billy, crooning. Oh darlin', with your curls so fine. I'd stop shootin' outlaws just to make you mine. In this rough and tumble, dusty old land. All I need is your sweet hand in hand. Saloon girl. Flattered, but sassy. Oh Billy, you're too bold for me. You've got a gun in hand, not a cup of tea. But if you promise to shoot straight and true, maybe, just maybe, I'll stick with you. They dance a comedic waltz as the rest of the saloon joins in a playful square dance. Act 3, Boss Fight Blues. The riders face their first boss, El Greco, a towering figure with an exaggeratedly large sombrero and lasso. They exchange witty banter and song before the battle begins. El Greco. Menacing but melodramatic. I'm the baddest hombre this town's ever seen. With a lasso so quick and a hat so mean. You think you riders can take me down? I'll send you riding right out of town. Riders. Singing as they prepare for the fight. We've heard your threats, they ain't so tough. Taking you down is gonna be rough. But with Cormano's shotgun and Bob's cool aim, we'll beat you, El Greco, and win the game. The fight ensues in slapstick fashion, with El Greco getting tangled in his own lasso and tripping over oversized cacti. The riders dance around him, outwitting him at every turn. Act 4, Showdown with Sir Richard. The climactic showdown at the train tracks. The riders face Sir Richard Rose, the final boss, dressed in a ridiculously flamboyant suit with roses in hand. He taunts the riders with exaggerated villainy. Richard Rose. Arrogantly singing. I'm the wealthiest man in all the land. With gold and power right at my hand. You Sunset Riders think you're so grand. But your days are numbered, your luck's been canned. Riders. Triumphant. We've come this far, no turning back. Richard Rose, we'll give you no slack. Your roses might be fancy, but your reign is done. Get ready, Rose, 'cause we've just begun. An over-the-top fight ensues with Richard Rose throwing roses like shurikens, while the riders dodge and retaliate in an epic choreographed gun battle. Eventually, Richard dramatically faints as a single rose lands on him. Finale, the Wild West will never die. The riders stand victorious, the townsfolk cheering as they sing the closing number. Streamers and confetti rain down, and everyone joins in a celebratory dance. Steve, leading the group. Singing. The sun sets low, but we're riding high. The Wild West will never die. We've faced down danger, we've saved the day. Now we'll ride into the sunset and be on our way. Townsfolk chorus. The Sunset Riders, their legends true. With each new quest, their legend grew. Through shootouts, songs, and a wild, wild ride. In the heart of the West, they'll always abide. The riders tip their hats and ride off stage as the music crescendos. The curtain closes with a final burst of confetti. The end. Cue applause and an encore where the cast returns for a fun, fast-paced reprise of the opening number.